I'm going to take you through a week of training in Girona. This is a sort of a week on the bike and off the bike of me training for essentially gravel racing. Some of my goals this year are to do migration gravel race. Love to qualify for gravel world champs. Of course, Unbound is a pretty big race on the calendar for me. So I got second there last year. So I'd love to go back and try and win it this year. This will be a week of training on the road. Some of my favorite routes to ride, some of my favorite people to ride with. Let's go. Yesterday, Sarah came into town.
What did we do yesterday?
I went out with Archie and Neve and Gloag. Gloag took us to his physio's house and then left us there, and we had to ride for another 3 hours into a headwind. We went to Cake Shop.
Get around.
Turn around.
What do we think of the trim?
What do we think of the trim?
It's good spec, man.
Cheers to Cake Shop, woman of the people. The cakes hit differently, the coffee is average. I got a Kinder Bueno cookie.
One bite, everyone knows the rules.
Bang in, and took us another 2 hours to get home from there. We rode up to San Grau. Neve did some fat max, we did some flagging, some bonking, and then yeah, we rode back to G-Town. Sarah made it to Girona all the way from Berlin. If you fly into Barcelona and you want to get to Girona, don't get the regional train.
Oh, that's what I did.
You want to get the good one. You want to get the fast one. It takes 39 minutes exactly. We did 4 hours off-road with Emma and Sarah. We rode to the coast and then up St. Grau and then all the way back into Girona. The weather's good now. A full downpour yesterday. It doesn't really rain that much in Girona, like full stop. So once the rain comes, it usually goes pretty quickly too. We did have to stop and just help some random dons out with the CO2. He was just on the side of the road. He'd actually looked like he'd crashed, but actually they just needed the CO2, and one of them had like a puncture in the sidewall, so stopped to help him. Riding the mountain bike up St. Grau wasn't that nice, but my gravel bike has yet to arrive, so we need to get that sorted, boys. Don't we? Can't be having that. Back into G-Town. The Amazon guy kindly left these at the front door. These are renter-friendly towels. You can stick them on over the splashback and it makes the kitchen look a whole lot nicer. I've got like some disgusting granite. You can never tell whether it's clean or not. It completely darkens the kitchen too. So these are like white with black grout, so they should look pretty nice. That's one step into making the kitchen aesthetic. Anything will be an upgrade for this one. New stickers came in. These are the V2s. Looks sick. I've got gym tomorrow. We'll probably go pretty light because I picked up an overuse injury from running. That's why the running content has been non-existent, because my right knee kind of left the chat. I'm not going to be squatting my body weight anytime soon, that's for sure. No, I could probably do it. Just got back from gym workout. We had a pretty steady morning. I had a bunch of emails to get back to. I did like a bunch of like single leg stuff, lower back stuff, and core work. The lower back stuff is to help with the lower back pain that I've been getting on the bike. These are just some of the exercises that I use to combat that. Lower back pain, in my opinion, is just a lack of muscle and a lack of strength in the lower back, so I just need to work on that. Pilates is really, really good for this as well. Lots of single leg stuff just because it kind of acts like I'm on a bike when I'm in the gym. It kind of concentrates the weight on one of the legs. It also creates like more of a cross body diagonal core workout, especially when you've got the bar on your shoulder when you're doing single leg stuff. So I've just been told to do that, and that's what I've done most of my life. So the hardest bit of gym is just carrying those bloody weights around the gym. I wanted to go into the sauna after the gym for some heat training, but the sauna wasn't on today. I don't know why it wasn't on. Maybe they're trying to save electricity. We ran a couple errands after we went to the gym. I went to pick up some fabric and a staple gun because I'm trying to modify the back part of my bed to make it look a bit nicer. Tomorrow we're going to do some training. We've got efforts on the cards. I forget which ones they are, but we won't be riding with a group tomorrow. We'll just be bashing out the efforts because they just need to get done. Sarah's making something delicious for dinner, so ciao. So we just did some low cadence efforts on a 2-hour loop in Girona, 5 by 8 minutes at like 60 to 70 RPM. It's not really about the wattage, it's more about just holding your body in a position that is kind of like tight with the hips, so everything feels quite locked in. Kind of requires you to have a really, really good core, so which is why I try and keep up with my core workouts, and actually today I felt pretty locked in, which was good. Sarah came along for the ride and she did some efforts as well. I had to make a few adjustments on the C68. I had to put a new saddle on and then reposition it, but thankfully the bike has got like a little multi-tool in the head tube, which is really, really sick. Because I've got a slightly smaller bike, I have less tools, but the bigger bikes have like a larger tool. Got back, ate my body weight in pasta. We got some more towels for the kitchen because I actually ran out. Thankfully there were some left in stocks. The kitchen is going to be dialed, or at least somewhat dialed and improved to what it has been. Had a call with Solomon as well. We had to get back to doing that. Got some really cool stuff planned with those people this year. So tomorrow we got 4 hours on the calendar. We're going to see which boys lock in for that. I know a couple boys have got rest days, so yeah, we should have a decent group out tomorrow. If not, just a couple of the boys bashing out some Ks. We'll clock in tomorrow. Let's go.
Today we did 3.5 hours. We rode to Figueres. We did like some of the more smaller roads around Figueres, which is really, really sick. I've never done half of those roads, but shout out to Gloag and his route planning. Skarbu came along. He's a recently retired Ethiopian cyclist. Actually one of the nicest people I've ever met actually from the World Tour.
He's on it. He's a gravel god now.
Give up now, Sarah.
He did like 11 years at World Tour, finished the Tour de France 3 times. An absolute legend. He's going to be joining the gravel scene this year. Going to be riding for Team Armani, which is a great addition and a great signing for them. Really looking forward to spending a bit more time with him in the scene this year. So had a decent crew, Sarah, Skarbu, Thomas and I. We got it done. We hit up a decent petrol station stop where I went a little bit ham on the Coke, Fanta, Red Bull and a Snickers. Wouldn't recommend. Stomach did not love that one. I did some joinery skills as I got back, and the backboard to my bed is now white and not this hideous kind of retro faded black and white color, so shout out to me for that one. Tomorrow we got easy day. I'm a little bit tired now because the gym session is kind of catching up with me. Usually I get soreness from the gym, not just the day after, but the day after, and it can be intense. Anyway, we're gonna crack on because we're not made out of sugar.
We just got back from some training. I had to do just like some high cadence work. Honestly, I didn't really enjoy it. It was just painful. It was just painful. It wasn't a hard workout. It was just painful. It got all the inner workings of my body and the muscles and the surrounding parts of my sort of hips and stuff to work. Tonight we're gonna go to the gym. Honestly, it's just gonna be a light core workout with a little bit of strength and some sauna work. I'm pretty sure my Apple TV has arrived, so I'm actually gassed about this. Yeah, my last Apple TV got stolen, so it got stolen in the post. There's loads of cycling on at the moment and I really want to watch it. The Rally Costa Brava is in town at the moment, so there's going to be loads of sick rally cars. Hopefully we'll be able to go and see them this afternoon. We're going to be tearing up and down Els Angels tomorrow. This time last year it was in town and they were just ripping up Els on like a normal day, so there was like tons of cyclists out. It was kind of unsafe. I like rallying. I think rallying is sick, but like that shit cannot run, man. They were literally going like full gas, just like Porsches, Audis. Oh yes. Okay, yeah, it's my Apple TV. Let's get it. Discovery Plus is about to take some money from me, that's for sure. And then I think these are some Salomon shoes that I can't actually show you. I can't show you this, sorry. Ciao.